Can you hear that fan? It's so loud. I'm gonna try to make it really quiet, but it is 35.5 degrees Celsius at the moment, which is quite hot. And I wanted to drive, and I've been driving for a while, and I pulled over so that I could set up my camera, which I actually haven't done in a long time. However, I thought maybe it'd be cool just to discuss things. Let's have a chat, you know, like a friend, like you're with me in the car. So let's talk about stuff and things. Firstly, maybe I'll tell you about what's been going on in my business and what's been going on with the class and how can I serve you better. Because at the end of the day, like I was thinking about this the other day because somebody said to me, why? I said like it's pretty clear. I think everyone knows now I have enough to retire and make enough passive income. You know, I don't need to work. But the thing is, I have something inside of me that some people have and some people don't have. And I know my partner now has it too. We're like driven by this thing inside of us. Oh, sorry, it shakes. We're driven by this thing inside of us. And it's like a drive or like a passion or I don't know what it is. You just like want to do better. You want to be like part of us. We're into self-development. Well, I am. And so is he. And we want to be better people. Like how can we constantly improve? How can I improve the business constantly? How can I make it better for clients, for students? Like what could I do? What new things are out there? Like I love to research and look at what's the new thing out there. Yeah, sometimes I don't put it in the class just because it would be a different class altogether. But yeah, let me just go real quick here. Come on. Yeah, finally. All right, so there's this drive and this passion where it's like I love what I do. I love my group. Hands down, I think my crypto family, my group, they're the best. I wanted people that are like-minded to me, who are, you know, same as me, pretty much, who see the value in, they want something better for their lives. They understand that you don't have to work a 9 to 5. You could work a 9 to 5 if you want, but they understand that to get true freedom and true control of your life, then you have to fend for yourself, because then the only person that you have to blame if things don't work out is yourself, right? You can't blame your boss or blame other people or anything. It's all you depend on you. And things don't happen overnight. They happen over time. And I always say, give it a year, 2 years, and you're laughing with crypto trading, 2% theory, the style that I created. And yes, I created it. And yes, I was the first person on Instagram to come up with a crypto class. My focus has always been Instagram. I'm not consistent on YouTube. I barely post on YouTube. It's more for like long videos, and I'm not really into making long videos. Maybe now I will. I don't know. I could do what I like. But I've been consistent on Instagram, which is my Instagram blew up over 400,000 followers. And I'm not on YouTube. So anybody that looks at my YouTube and they're like, oh, like, you don't have that many followers or whatever. Yeah, because I'm not on there. Instead of being on every single platform, I think it's better to focus on 1 or 2 platforms, which for me, I focused on Instagram, and that's why I blew up. That's why I'm the biggest on Instagram. And before, I was teaching a class like back in 2015, 2014, 2013, even, yeah, 2013. I did have a class. It was an amazing class. My students on that side are amazing too. Lots of entrepreneurs. I was speaking to one girl the other day. She makes 150 grand a month now because of that class. Like, it was amazing. It was a good result. It was a marketing class, and also business, like how to create e-commerce stores and all that stuff, like all things I did. Like, I don't know if you know, I had like 400-ish websites. So I've been around, and I've done a lot of the software and marketing and websites for, yeah, I know I'm like an all-rounded person, but I did a lot of it for a lot of the companies that you would know, like Vodafone, Amex, like big clients. So I never had an issue getting clients to do that kind of work, because you get big clients once you have other big clients. And I even worked for banks, National Australia Bank. So, and that was a huge client. So I'm very proud of what I did and everything. And I was making good money doing that. But there was always like part of me that wanted to travel, and always part of me that wanted to just work for myself. And even though like it was good there and I was happy, I just wanted to depend on me. And I actually liked doing that stuff. So if you like doing that stuff, obviously it just comes more naturally if you like it. And then I started talking about, okay, so late 2016, I started talking about crypto. And I actually did talk about it before, but people weren't ready. Like in 2013, when I was talking about, man, I got such, people just lashed at me, so I couldn't really do it. But 2013, people weren't ready. Then in 2017, early 2017, before the craze, before anybody else on Instagram talked about it, not one person, you can check it, I was first to create a class, everything. So I started to talk about it, and at first people were like, what is this? This is kind of weird. Like, what do you mean? And I was calling it make $100 a day with cryptocurrency. Just chill. This is how you make $100 a day with cryptocurrency. And I show them. But now I'm like talking about millions, like make millions with cryptocurrency. And I could back up all these claims. Because 2020, I said, and I was confident, and I knew, I was like, the halvening is coming. The Bitcoin halvening is coming. Every time it comes, and you can look at my past videos on Instagram, you can see, like, I think I'm even with 2 Christmas trees in one of the videos. I was like, it is time for the Bitcoin halvening is going to come this year, and it's going to be a big year. So get into it. Start putting, well, do what you want. Obviously, like, this is what I'm doing with my money. That's how I kind of say it. I'm doing this with my money. You could follow me. I could show you what I'm doing. But yeah, it's completely up to you. Oh yeah, I can't be in this lane. There's not 2 people. Yeah, so this is what I'm doing. You could follow me or not. And we do some big numbers. We do big numbers. Like just today, yesterday, we made 16% on ETH, like a low leverage trade. Before that, we made 170%. That was super cool. It's all in my signals. You could scroll up, you could look at the history. There's a lot. We did a lot of really good ones. So that's why my students love making money. They adore it. And then the things that changed is that this year I started hiring coaches and training coaches, which we didn't have that before. We didn't even have that 5 months ago. So I started training coaches, hiring coaches, so that they could really, really, really help out in the group with everybody. And there's always someone online, or at least like 95% of the time they're going to be online. So pretty much every day at some point of the day you could catch one of the coaches, and I think that's incredible. I've been getting really, really, really good feedback about it. We left Facebook completely. Facebook is just like, things are not in order on Facebook, and you can't have your categories on the side. So if you're like from America and there's like an announcement, or like the regulations come and a site goes down, or you can't use a certain platform, then you'll see, you go to USA platforms and you can see all the platforms that you could still use, and everything's more organized. And then I took the questions that I get the most and put them all in their own little section, so that in that section you can go and find out the answer you need, like right away. Be like, oh, okay, I have a question about the calculator. You could go to I have a question about entries. You could go to all the videos that I lined up. Yeah, it's great. I think it's like so organized now. I love it. I love it, love it, love it, love it. The other topic that I wanted to discuss are copycats. And oh man, most people are switched on. All my students know they're switched on. There's even a section. Okay, it cut out, and I wanted to see what it would sound like with the little microphone. Okay, thank you for waiting so patiently. All right, so let's get going. So as I was saying, I know I was saying my students are switched on, which they are. My students are very switched on. My students understand, well, obviously now they understand how to make money with cryptocurrency better than anybody else. How to make more money even. And they get it that in the crypto space, for some reason, more than any other space, there are imitators, there are people that pretend to be me. And this happens not just to me, but it happens to other people too. And they constantly have to report those accounts. And it's just like, since the beginning of time, I've been posting on my Instagram story and saving it in story highlights under PSA, personal service announcement, and official accounts. I've been posting. You could only DM me on Instagram, loving not working. And I said a million times, I'm not on WhatsApp. I'm not all the other accounts. Thing is, I understand that sometimes people will find my videos or something on some random website, or they'll find my videos and my content, my captions on maybe a different Instagram or a different TikTok. And it's not me. But it sure looks like me, obviously, because they're all my videos and they're all my content that I created. But those other accounts, they stole them, okay? They stole my videos and they stole my captions and they stole things from me, okay? So this is why when they're like, oh, send Bitcoin, send me 1 Bitcoin, I'll send you 2 or something like that. No one's going to do this for you. And I'm doing this to educate you. Okay, I'm doing this to educate you. I'm trying to help you here. Welcome to class. I'm trying to help you. Nobody on Twitter is going to give you double the money, okay? Nobody on Instagram, nobody on WhatsApp, people who pretend they're me, all those things, okay? It's not gonna happen. These are people in the space that do not have your best interest at heart, and they always hide behind A, anonymous names, or B, people with lots of followers. And because I have over 400,000 followers on Instagram, sorry, I'm trying to come in here. Okay. Because I have over 400 followers on Instagram, this is why they copy me, because they won't copy some nobody with barely any followers. Sorry, I shouldn't say like some nobody, but they pretty much say, you know, they copy the great ones, not the good ones. That's just how it is. You know, oh, now I can just hear the comments, oh, she thinks she's great. Anyway. Yeah, just know this, and the more that I bring awareness to this, I think the only way to stop it, because even if I report 1, 20 more will show up, and then we have to report those 20, and then 20 more will show up. And it's so many accounts to report their fake accounts. This is why I keep saying, and this is why people, then they start researching and they're like, oh, this is your real account. And some people are like, oh man, that's your real account. Like, I send that guy like $400 or whatever. It's like, and like sometimes I'm like, show me the messages, because I want to see how they do this. And they're like, some of them are saying no. Okay, so I have a class, if you don't know me, like I have a class called the 2% theory. And some of them, like the person goes, oh, should I buy the 2% theory? And the fake account of me, the fake account goes, no, don't buy the 2% theory, and instead send me Bitcoin, I'll trade for you. Or they say, so I'm not saying this, don't like cut me and like out of context like they do. This is what people do. They cut out of context and they're like, you said that. No. Okay. they will say some things that, and it's hard because in crypto, whenever you say like, oh, it's too good to be true, it probably is. Thing is, crypto changed that. Crypto changed that saying. You can't say that saying anymore because in crypto, things are too good to be true. Like even doubling your money in a day. Does that sound too good to be true? Yeah. But is it possible in crypto? Also, yeah. It's possible in crypto to double your money in a day. Is it possible to double your money every month? Yes, it's possible to double your money every month, especially the run that we just had since the halving. And I've said from the beginning, we will have a Bitcoin halving. It's going to be huge. We're going to be able to double our money and double our money again and double our money again. And still the other, like 2 days ago, we did 170%. So that means we doubled our money and then some. So yeah, it is incredible. But even, okay, like let's say like we take it down to basics. Even if I say like from the class, I know that you're going to make a certain amount. Like I can't make any guarantees now because I don't know if you're going to follow everything precisely. I don't know if you're going to go like, the first video I have in there is like use Vegas money, use money, like don't use rent money, stuff like that. And then people are like, and I know who did this. It was just somebody that actually created fake accounts of me, and they're like, she told me to use my life or I used my life like use your life savings. I literally say don't use use Vegas money, like money that you would go to Vegas and blow it like on drinks and I don't know, whatever you do in Vegas. Like honestly, like I went to Vegas, I spent $60 for a drink at a pool party. It was like about this big and you didn't have to go back to the bar a few times, but it was $60 American. It's crazy. Anyways, besides the point, oh yeah, so don't use your life savings, please. Trade and then use the money that use your winnings, use your profit to then trade on that. So you could pull out your original and then trade on that. But don't be listening to some people on the internet that are like, come to my platform, or like, hey, I'll help you for free. People that say I'll help you for free, like don't buy the class, I'll help you instead. You're like asking to, like, you're basically asking for them to be like, send your money here, and then they take your money and you're like, hey, you took my money. And it's like, you're literally, you asked them to, like, they're like, oh, send the money, I'll help you for free, stuff like that. Like you gotta be very, like, there's even a section in the class where I'm like, security is so important. Like you don't even take a picture of your password. You don't even take a picture, because if you take a picture of your password and it's on your phone could actually get hacked. Okay, there's so many things that you can't do. There's so many things that you need to do to keep your crypto safe, because when you're your own bank and you get to 10,000, 20,000, 50,000, 100,000, a million, when you get to that point, you need, like even before that, from day one, you should keep your crypto safe. Yeah. And there's like things you can do to make more money on it, but a lot of the platforms are not good, because I tried to look for a passive income platform for years. Like I spent a year doing this, and some of them go down after 2 or 3 months. That's why I only trust what I trust. I only trust the ones with insurance, who are backed up, who have certificates, like all those things. I need them to be secure. And so I did all the research for you. I found all these platforms. I found who are the legit people that do lives like every week. Like it's, you need to be careful. Like this is why I wish personally that I was able to take a class with step-by-step instructions on how to do it, how to not lose money. Like how to not lose money on leverage, how to not lose on leverage is insanely, amazingly good. Like, did you even know? Like, people don't even know. Like, I've seen people that say, like, oh, it's like so risky and you lose. It's because you don't know how to lose. It's because you don't know certain things. You don't know certain strategies. You don't know the risk management. You don't know how to actually do it properly. If you could learn how to do it properly, it is life changing. And people, I've even said, like, this is life changing. And if you're patient and you go slow, you don't have to rush, you don't have to be like this amped up. Like, you don't have to. Like, some of these like crazy amped up people, and they like go nuts and then they lose it, and then they go nuts and they lose it. Like, you don't have to be like that. You don't have to do it. You can just do it properly when it's right. And some days it is not right. Some days are for trading and some days are not for trading. And if you learn that you shouldn't be trading on the days that computer says no, remember that? Computer says no. So some days are no. And some days are, okay, now you can do it. And some days are like, yes, 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 this is a sure thing. And this is where you could go higher leverage because it's a sure thing. And if it's not a sure thing, then you don't go high leverage. We make a lot of trades with no leverage at all even. And it's the right moment. You gotta wait for the right moment. Moments are everything. Even, what's that saying? Collect moments, not things. Collect moments, not things. I'm big on that. I'm big on experiences. I've sold a lot of my things, donation, gave it away. Especially in this last year, I was just like, I could pack up all my stuff and go. Yeah. Moments. And like, for me, trading, like, I love to curl up in a blanket with a hot chocolate and just have my computer